And by the way, I think Chick-fil-A probably still does this. You're probably aware of this. They force their CEO, their C-levels and their executives, they have to go work at a Chick-fil-A franchise. It's either
Yeah.
1 or 2 days a
Yep.
year in a low position, not as a
Yeah.
manager. You go
Yep.
peel potatoes or
Undercover
you go do
boss. Yeah.
whatever.
You need to be that
Yeah.
undercover boss. Yeah.
And it does what you just talked about,
It does.
where it opens their eyes like, oh man, I didn't know it was like this.
Go watch Undercover Boss. The reason that we love that show so much as a society is because there's a realization in every one of those episodes where the CEO goes, I know nothing. Like you can just see it in their face. They're like, I
Yeah.
had no idea this happens. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. I remember the
Yeah.
first one, I think it was the 1-800-Flowers one, where that CEO went into a location and he was real pompous. And the woman shows him this tool she's using to squeeze the flowers together and like put wire around it. And he goes, "Oh, do you get that tool from corporate?" She goes, "No, the location across town. Her husband's an engineer. He designed this. He sells them to all the franchise. Every franchisee. First thing they do is go buy all these tools from this guy." And he's like, "How do we as the franchisor not know that you guys figured out a better how? Like, how did that not get communicated to us?" So the reason it didn't get communicated is because that conversation is happening on the front line of the company. It's
Yeah.
not happening at the board level. And stepping into that front line, I can imagine, I think about this all the time, Ford standing at that line, watching these women work and learning more about his business in 10 minutes than any spreadsheet, that any document could have
Yeah.
told him, that any 15th layer of management diffused up to him. But he saw the reality of the work and very quickly changed into providing resources. You know, where I love to use this word, and sometimes the CEOs find it offensive. I say, you know, your whole job is just to play go fetch. Your people tell you what they need, make sure it's analyzed properly, and that we have a decision that that's what they need. You go play fetch. And we don't like that. We like to say servant leadership. We don't understand that means we have to serve. You know, we have
Yeah.
to go get them what they need. But the byproduct of that, all of a sudden, the quality of the product goes through the roof. The value of the product goes through the roof.